of Massachusetts. At least I consider myself a native of Massachusetts, and that's where Andrew ultimately came to us from. So we enjoyed the wonderful foothills of Massachusetts as well. And my senior advisee, Andrew Begina.
Good morning. Today I'm going to talk to you all about change. No, not the loose change you keep in your cup holder in the bottom of your purse, but rather that thing that causes many of us stress and fear. The anxiety-filled wave of terror that washes over us when we hear that big changes are coming. I'm guessing every one of you could tell a story about a change that has occurred in your life. Some of us may have handled it with ease and complete success. Others of us may confess that they have struggled a time or two with changes, large and small. Just to share a little bit about my life with you, the first big change I experienced was when I was 12 years old. My parents decided to adopt a little girl from China. I had been an only child up to this point, and I liked it very much. I had never had a sibling, so I had no idea what I was missing. When we all traveled to China, my 6th grade year, my life changed forever. At that moment, when they placed that precious, beautiful little girl in our arms, I realized at that moment that when my parents died, I was no longer the single heir to their inheritance. All kidding aside, I realized that I was no longer an only child. I have now been blessed with a little sister, and I'm now someone's big brother. I was overwhelmed with this feeling of responsibility. All of a sudden, I felt the need to be a good example for her and protect her. This was big change number 1 for me. Big change number 2 came in 2009. I had just finished 7th grade in my hometown of Cambridge City, Indiana, about 2 hours south of here. And my family was being relocated out to the beautiful state of Massachusetts. I embraced this change fully as I was looking forward to living somewhere new. I won't lie to you. Going to a new middle school caused me some anxiety and fear for sure. Adapting to the new school and making new friends took months. There were good days and there were bad days. Luckily, after a while, there were more good days than bad. And before long, I was comfortable and had many new friends. A few that I know I will have for my lifetime. The reason I'm telling you all this is to share with you my personal experience with change. So far, in my short 18 years of life, my personal experience changed so far these 18 years of my life. The teachers and faculty here at Canterbury and our parents could share changes that they've experienced that we can't even begin to fathom. Some happy, some sad, I'm sure. The ability to adapt to change and remain nimble is such an important part of life. The seniors are now finished with high school. We'll start college. We'll graduate from college. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll land that dream job. Maybe not. We'll get married. Oh, maybe we'll be married to the same person for 75 years. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll have children. Maybe not. We'll stay healthy our whole life, or we may get sick. Our loved ones may live to be 100. Or maybe they won't. We'll experience successes, we'll experience failures. With each passing year, change, good and or bad, is inevitable. There's a book I came across a few years ago. To be honest, my parents made me read it. Well, they were afraid they were throwing too many changes my direction. It's called Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. It's true. It's cheesy. If you have not read this book, I encourage you to do so, as it gives some good advice on how to not only handle change, but how to initiate it when needed. It's lighthearted, humorous, and a very quick read. In short, the book allows the reader to step back and view the effects of change from the outside perspective. The characters are 2 mice, Sniff and Scurry, and 2 small people, Hem and Haw. Sniff and Scurry are forward-thinking, always open to change. Hem and Haw are reluctant to any change of any kind, regardless of whether the cheese goes away or not. The cheese represents the thing that sustains us. It could be a job, a lifestyle, a relationship, etc. Basically, the cheese changes in supply or quantity within this maze, and we learn how the characters react to these changes. The book talks about recognizing the handwriting on the wall and following 7 thoughts. Thought number 1, change happens. They just keep moving the cheese. Thought number 2, anticipate change. Get ready for the cheese to move. Number 3, monitor change. Smell the cheese often so you know when it's getting old. Number 4, adapt to change quickly. The quicker you let go of the old cheese, the sooner you can enjoy the new cheese. Number 5, change. Move with the cheese. Number 6, enjoy change. Savor the adventure and the taste of new cheese. And number 7, be ready to quickly change and change again. They keep moving the cheese. Anyway, enough about cheese. Like I said, if you get a chance, it's worth reading. Big change number 3 came for me last year when my family relocated back to the Hoosier State from Massachusetts. But this time, Fort Wayne, Indiana. For those of you who are not aware of this, I just came to Canterbury High School last April for the last few weeks of school as a junior. I was not happy about moving away from my friends in Massachusetts and felt that it would be weird to graduate with a bunch of people I didn't know. Because I only had a few weeks of school left last year, I decided to jump right in. I could have chosen to lay low and sink into the background, but I made the choice to do the opposite and grab the tiger by the tail, so to speak. To my fellow seniors, we are about to experience the big change of leaving high school and going off to college. Good, bad, or otherwise, I hope we dive in head first and embrace our new experiences and new things. Don't sink into the background, and don't be afraid to put yourself out there and experience new things. Get involved in your new environment. I encourage you all to take that approach with your life. Adapt to it and make the change your own. And expect that there will be good days and bad. There will be ups and downs. Try to remain nimble. And just take the ups and downs in stride. One day you'll wake up, and the thing in your life that used to be the scary unknown change will all of a sudden be within your comfort zone. Canterbury High School has been a wonderful experience for me, and I would just like to take this opportunity to thank the faculty for your wonderful support over the year, and I would also like to thank the student body for being so very kind to the new kid. And for those of you who have been my friend over the last year, thank you so much. Your friendship has meant more to me than you'll ever know. Lastly, I would like to thank my parents for the opportunity to attend Canterbury High School, because this last year has been one of my favorite years of my life thus far. Thank you. I actually have an announcement. Emma, do you have one too? Yeah. Okay. Prom tickets are still for sale. It would be great if you guys could buy those by the end of this week. They're for sale during lunch periods. Emma?
Oh, and just remember that next week they'll still be for sale in the office, but they'll be $25, so you should get them now while they're cheaper. And also, that was a great announcement. Chapel. Andrew. My chapel is on Friday, and I want to encourage all you seniors to be here. I know a lot are talking about not being here, but you should come by 9:30. And also, I have more prom things. We need help setting up for prom on, Friday. Prom committee will be there. You're all prom committee expected to be there 9 to 5. And then everyone else after service day, if you can come to the Fillmore 3 to 5 to help set up. We really want to have everything done except for balloons before Saturday. And then Saturday we will be doing balloons 9 to 1. Sophomores, you can get service hours for that. And I have a sign-up sheet, so anyone that wants to come sign up, come